Thank you for checking out Geeked Up Paranormal podcast clips. Make sure you go over to the main channel, Geeked Up Paranormal, to check out the podcast in its entirety. The link will be down in the description. What is the top of the line, biggest paranormal experience you've ever had? It can be by yourself or with me.
Well, I would say the biggest is at Elaine's old house, where I had the notebook thrown at me, but nobody was awake, nobody was around, but how do you explain that? You know what I'm saying?
You can't, if it's,
no.
Like, you know when something falls off.
Yeah, but no, this was thrown.
Yeah,
this was
you can't
thrown
explain
at
that. It either had to been a poltergeist spirit or somebody hiding and threw it trying to scare you, which
but
everybody was asleep.
Exactly.
So, I mean,
it's not like the usual hanging house where you don't have 100 people running
yeah.
around. There was literally like 4 of us in the house.
Yeah.
And it was late at night, and I already had a weird feeling of being watched when I went into the kitchen.
Yeah.
I just had a really eerie feeling, like constantly looking over my shoulder. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then all of a sudden the notebook is thrown at me. Like, I don't know.
Didn't you see an apparition there one time too? You think it could have been that spirit?
I mean, it could have been. Ever since we moved out there was just this feeling.
And I think that land has a lot of...
Yeah. And it's hard to explain until you go out there. And then literally you can just feel it.
Yeah. So that's, you know, while we're shooting the poop about this, that kind of brings something up to mind I want to talk about is, so everybody's made up of energy. Everything's pretty much energy. And when you...
Did it die?
The light did.
Yeah.
So, another thing is, like, spirits are made up in energy, and when energies and energies, you know, come across each other, you're going to feel that, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, my thing is, to me, everybody can feel energy and feel, you know what I'm saying? And some people take that overboard and be like, oh, since I feel energy, you know, I'm...
empath.
Yeah, I'm an empath. No. So, to me, that don't make you an empath. That just makes you a human being because you can feel the energy of one another, of the spirit. You know, it's like when something's wrong with you, I feel that energy.
I feel like it has a lot to do with like auras and like vibes, but
I think an empath can actually also communicate with them like a medium.
I also think an empath can feel more or less like if it's a child, or like give you more of a detail than just I'm feeling.
Yeah, there's
weird.
Something here, and then like most of the time they won't say it's evil or happy.
No.
Well, if it's evil, what is it? You know, I feel like you should be able to define what kind of evil it is, what it is. You know, if it's demonic, what demon it is, and if it's not, then if it's a child or adult, like you said.
Yeah.
So that's one thing I've been wanting to talk about for decades, to get that off, because there's so many people out there that are like, oh, I'm empath because I feel energy.
No, because
that's everybody. I
think that I also believe that there's a difference in that, how everybody can feel it, because like when we lived in Vine Grove and we brought the rocks up, like the house was fine, like nobody, it wasn't sketchy at all until we brought the rocks up, and then you constantly felt like somebody was watching you, and like I literally had to turn on every light just to walk anywhere. But I wasn't the only one that felt that. I mean, literally everybody in the house felt like that.
That's it. To me, it's things like that is just it's weird. I mean, and I used to claim myself as an empath, but after, you know, research and pretty much going doing investigations.
How was it? She was watching something. She was looking up, following something.
I feel like an empath is just more than feeling the energy of a spirit.
I feel like everybody can feel that.
I mean, I feel like there's energy here in this house. You know, I've had personal paranormal experiences here,